What if I told you the only thing standing between you and your dreams is fear? Not failure, not rejection, just fear. A shadow that disappears the moment you face it. Fear whispers that you're not enough, but it's lying. It's time to stop letting fear control your life and rewrite the story. Imagine looking back 1 year from now, knowing this was the moment everything changed. Stay with me as we dive into how to conquer fear, turn failure into strength, and unleash the unstoppable version of yourself. What are you afraid of? Is it failure, rejection, embarrassment? Or maybe it's the unknown, the vast, uncharted territory of possibilities you can't yet see. Fear is a powerful force. It can paralyze your potential before you even try. But let me ask you this: what if you didn't let fear win? Fear thrives on hesitation. It grows in the silence between decision and action. But here's the truth: fear doesn't have to control you. As Nelson Mandela once said, "I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Fear will whisper to you, filling your mind with doubt. It will say you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes, that the dream you hold is too big for you. But here's something you need to know. Fear is a liar. It's a story you tell yourself. And here's the beautiful part: every story can be rewritten. Eleanor Roosevelt said, "Do one thing every day that scares you." Why? Because every time you face your fear, you chip away at its power. You grow. You prove to yourself that fear doesn't own you. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory over the voice in your head that says, "You can't." Think about this for a moment. What's the worst that can happen? You fail? Good. Because failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. When Thomas Edison was asked about his failures while inventing the light bulb, he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Fear wants you to believe that failure is the end of the road. But failure is where learning begins. It's the classroom where greatness is taught. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is a stepping stone. The only true failure is giving up. Let me tell you a secret about fear. It only exists in your mind. It grows when you avoid it, but it shrinks the moment you confront it. Everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear, said George Adair. So ask yourself, what is waiting for you on the other side? A dream, a purpose, a life filled with meaning and joy? You'll never know unless you take that first step. Here's the truth. Fear will never completely go away, and that's okay. It's not about being fearless. It's about feeling the fear and taking action anyway. It's about refusing to let fear dictate the terms of your life. Mark Twain once said, "Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not the absence of fear." Mastery doesn't mean fear disappears. It means you've learned how to keep moving despite it. The only way to master fear is to face it head on, again and again. So, what will you do today? Will you let fear keep you in a cage? Or will you break free? Close your eyes for a moment and picture the life you want. The relationships, the career, the freedom. Every single piece of it is waiting for you, but you have to claim it. You have to be willing to step into the unknown, to take risks, to embrace the possibility of failure. Because on the other side of that fear is the life you've always dreamed of. Remember this, fear isn't real. It's a shadow, a projection of your mind, and shadows disappear when you shine a light on them. We all have fears. Some fear failure, others fear success, some fear rejection, while others fear being truly seen for who they are. But here's something profound. Fear only has power if you let it. When you take action, when you move forward despite the fear, it begins to lose its grip. One step at a time, one choice at a time. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain." Those words hold the key to a life of freedom. The cave you fear to enter, as Joseph Campbell reminds us, often holds the treasure you seek. Want to grow? Face your fear. Want to succeed? Face your fear. Want to live a life that's meaningful? Then you must walk through the fire of fear and emerge stronger on the other side. But let's get real for a moment. Facing fear isn't easy. It takes courage. It takes resilience. It takes a willingness to be uncomfortable. But here's the thing. Every time you face your fear, you become stronger. You become braver. You become more unstoppable. Fear will test you. It will challenge you. It will try to pull you back into your comfort zone. But remember this, comfort zones are where dreams go to die. If you want to achieve something extraordinary, you have to be willing to step into discomfort. Steve Maraboli said, "Your fear is 100% dependent on you for its survival." Think about that. Fear cannot survive without your consent. It needs you to feed it, to believe in it. But the moment you stop giving fear your energy, it starts to wither. So, light up your world. Step into the unknown. Take the risk. And when fear says, "You can't," answer back, "Watch me." Here's something important to remember. Fear doesn't just rob you of opportunities. It robs you of time. How many moments have slipped away because you hesitated? How many dreams have been deferred because fear made you believe you weren't ready? But the truth is, you'll never feel 100% ready. No one does. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for the perfect moment. They created it. They acted despite the fear. They made mistakes, learned, and kept moving forward. Fear will try to convince you that waiting is safer, that waiting is smarter. But waiting is just another form of fear in disguise. Action is the antidote to fear. Imagine this. A year from now, you look back at today and say, "That was the day I stopped letting fear control me. That was the day I chose to fight for my dreams." Take a deep breath. Feel your heart beating in your chest. That's your courage. That's your strength. Look your fear in the eye and say these words. "I am stronger than my fear. I am more than my doubt. I am unstoppable. Today is the day. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today." Because fear only wins when you let time pass without action. Your life is too precious, your dreams too important, to let fear have the final say. So take the leap, face the fear, rewrite the story. Because on the other side of fear is freedom. On the other side of fear is greatness. And on the other side of fear is the life you were meant to live. Don't miss a beat. Stay updated with our health and well-being tips for a better lifestyle. Hit subscribe and tap the notification bell to stay ahead with our latest updates. Be the first to dive into our exciting content. Don't just watch, join the journey. Subscribe now and let's make every video count.